Shalom, shalom. Hebrews and Shebrews. Shabbat shalom, actually. It's the Sabbath day. I'd like to give all honor and praise to the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's your brother Mikael ben Yisrael. Coming at you with another Hebrews and his Ud. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I really don't have that much time. I've been trying to get stuff together. Gotta head to trying to head to this holy convocation for Sabbath and then got stuff to get together for after Sabbath, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I think I kind of messed up, got confusion going everywhere, but we supposed to do something nice at sundown too. But with that being said, I just wanted to do something real quick. Uh, what's up, my beloved sister Shani? What up, brother? What up, brother Vinny? Happy Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom, y'all. Yeah, I ain't gonna be on here long at all. Then I just really got frustrated. I'm trying not to let myself get frustrated on Shabbat. I'm trying to go live in my group on Facebook, and they got too complicated. You got to click and copy, and I'm like, wow, man, you know, man, you got to start doing all this. Like they doing too much. They doing too much on the social media stuff, man. You know what I mean? What up, Oda Shalom, bro? So yeah, you know, a lot of y'all, if y'all ain't heard or seen, y'all know I had a little debate about a week ago. Yeah, it was about a week ago, a little less than a week ago, with some cats that, you know, has been classified as, you know, Latino only or whatever. I'm not really thinking about that no more. It went the way it was supposed to go. You know, I got people still reaching out to me on that side, trying to have a discussion with me, you know, trying to redeem their mans or whatever. And you know, it's I told them it ain't no big deal. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go, man. You know, you got corrected in the book. You was real cocky and thought you knew something. Whatever. Didn't turn out that way. So during the debate, anyway, whether you know, agreed with him or agreed with me, I don't like how it turned out either because it almost looked like people was jumping him. You know, even though he was a backside hoe, he ain't deserve to be like jumped, you know. But he was aggressive the minute he came on the debate. So he was like really angry about something. So yeah, man, you know, so you know, around the end of the debate or whatever, I threw a little question out there to him. And y'all know one thing at our ministry, the Walls of Jericho. What is the slogan for it? It is biblical historical studies. So we take honor in you know, studying the scriptures in depth. You know what I mean? We love secular history, but we love biblical history just as much as far as it coming straight from the scriptures, because it's a lot in here. You know, if you're the type of person that is, you know, that really is like a history buff, you know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures, man, you know, people make statements. They say it's not a history book. You're right, because it's a multiple book. It's a history book, a genealogy book, a prophecy book. I mean, a moral book, a spiritual book. It's all that wrapped up into one. I can't see one like that on earth yet. And so the question came up. I hit the brother with a question because, you know, he was real cocky, acting like, you know, they the Israelites and said Negroes was Canaanites. It's all funny. If y'all didn't see it, I don't even want y'all getting caught up in that folly. But if you notice, I didn't even download it to my channel. But to be honest with you, I tried to download the first video, the pre-show, and it wouldn't download for some reason. Like YouTube and Facebook been tripping with me lately. Like the screen turned red and said it's already in process or something. I checked back for like a couple hours. It still didn't load and post. So I was like, the Lord must don't want me to post it. And you know, because I see people going back and forth, they having straight war, you know. And I don't do that. Once I dust the cat up, I just keep it moving. All praise to the Most High. But look, right, I threw out a question. I asked him who was the second king of Israel. Because you got to think, anytime somebody that cocky, where, you know, I mean, cocky too, like this brother was cocky, man. Like, you know, like he been around with the elders or something, you know, or like he was young Elihu, just had that spirit on him or something. you know, and I just knew in my spirit he wouldn't know. Because, you know, you could tell when certain people don't really go in depth in the scriptures. And what I mean by that, because I learn every day, right? And what I mean by that is if you read the scriptures with an agenda, like meaning you got this same agenda. So like if I'm trying to say, like these brothers, yeah, you know, they angry or hurt about something. I heard some stuff, so I know it makes sense now with colorism going, because some of them Negroes, they Negroes themselves. You know what I'm saying? They just Puerto Rican or Mexican or whatever, but some of them Negroes, you know. But when you have like an agenda and you reading the scriptures, like say, you know, like if I'm trying to say, yeah, these Negroes is really Canaanites and not Israelites, and we the Israelites. That's all I'm gonna be focused on. So I'm not gonna really study the scriptures in depth to really see other things that's vital in the scriptures. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like I won't really be looking for salvation and, you know what I'm saying, how to edify people. I just want to make a point to show these punks that they really Canaanites. You see? So I knew he wasn't gonna know something like this. You feel me? And us dealing with biblical historical studies, we have to be teachers and researchers. And also need to let everybody know that term teacher get through around too loosely. I don't really put it on myself. People put it on me. But the thing is, you have to be a student. Every teacher got to be a student every day. So ain't nobody above nobody. Because if you ain't learning something every day, then you must be the Mashiach and you lying. So the second king of Israel. So I'm going to go to it real quick and I'm going to give y'all a backdrop on it real fast so people can get ready to watch class. It's 11:30 right now. Hopefully I'll be able to get this stuff together. But yeah, so the second king of Israel, commonly people just say is David. And of course, if you look at it from like, you know, glorified the scriptures, as far as how it's glorified, we all gonna recognize David. David was, you know, the greatest king of Israel ever. He united the whole nation. And that's where this story comes in at. And the second king of Israel, technically, Israel was Ishbosheth. Ishbosheth, and some of y'all might know this, Ishbosheth was the son of Saul, one of the sons of Saul. You know what I'm saying? That didn't get slaughtered during the war with the Philistines. If you start at, we're gonna go to 2 Samuel, and I'm gonna pick it up at the second chapter because, like I say, I can't be that long, but I'm gonna give y'all enough for y'all can go back and read the story. It's real interesting, and I'm thinking about doing like some type of series on David. Just because David is just a fascinating brother, man. I see why he was revered so much in the scripture. You know, even Christ, you know, said some great things about him. We know why that is. So, you know, and people kill me, it's usually sisters like to focus on that one thing he did, which was terrible and brought wrath on his family. But the man was a man after God's own heart. And when you read his story from beginning to finish, you will understand why. You will literally see it. Like the dude was a killer, but the dude actually was real humble. And the dude to give you a pass, like he was compassionate, Joe, and he was honorable. So yeah, so when you go to 2 Samuel, the first chapter, it starts off right after, let me get this right. If you, matter of fact, if you go back to the final chapter of 1 Samuel, just read the last few chapters of 1 Samuel, like 30, 31. You'll see that King Saul was having a war with the Philistines. And mind you, King Saul had basically 11 of the tribes. And I'm going to read that to you. David only had Judah. No, he had one Judah. You see what I'm saying? He had Judah. And so, you know, this is when Saul and his sons get slaughtered. And I'm going to tell you what, them Philistines was something nasty. Like they chopped Saul's head off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he'd already murked himself. But because he tried to get his armor bearer to kill himself, but he wouldn't do it. So he offed himself, basically. And the Philistines found his body laying around all his dead sons. They chopped his head off and they took his body and they like hung his torso up. They took it to the house of their idol gods, like Ashtaroth and them, and they They hung his arm up in one part of the idol place and sat his head up on a podium somewhere in the idol place and, hung his body up. And another guy, like, them cats was brutal, Joe. And so this is where we at right now. After that, now, mind you, while that's going on, David had got the land of Hebron. So that was like the original little capital for Judah, right? That was David's spot. And so David was actually fighting the Amalekites, which are Edomites at the time. You see what I'm saying? He was over there whooping on them while Saul was fighting with the Philistines. Now, mind you, Saul, they fell out bad. Saul wanted to kill him, but David never stopped honoring Saul and loving Saul, right? He had a chance to kill him. That's another story, but he didn't. And that kind of got a coalition on how the Most High, or how Christ, show mercy on us when he could have destroyed us. You know what I'm saying? Because David definitely could have destroyed Saul when he caught him in that cave or whatever, cut his little pants with it. See, it's a lot of, spiritual things to it that connect, but, all right, let me hurry up and get to this. I'm rambling. All right, so this 2 Samuel chapter 1, it says, and it came to pass after this that David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I go up in any of the cities of Judah? And the Lord said unto him, go up, David, go up. And David said, whether shall I go up? And he said, unto Hebron. So like I was just telling y'all, Hebron, right? It says, so David went up thither, and his two wives also, Ahinoam and Jezreel, the Jezreelites, and Abigail, Nabal's wife, the Carmelite, or the Carmelite. It says, and his men that were with him did David bring up, every man with his household, and they dwelt in the cities of Hebron, right? And the men of Judah came, and there they anointed David king over the house of Judah. So this is officially when he was anointed king of Judah, right? It say that the men of Jabesh Gilead were they that buried Saul, right? So the cats that buried Saul. So watch this. It say, and David sent messengers unto the men of Jabesh Gilead and said unto them, blessed be ye of the Lord, that ye showed this kindness unto your Lord, even unto Saul, and have buried him. Because if you bag up to the beginning of this, the first chapter, when Saul found the news out, he was sick. So he telling these man, thanks for showing him some honor and burying him. Because if you finish reading the story, when the Philistines had cut his body up and put him everywhere, some cats went at nighttime and snuck up in the house of the Philistines and got his body, right? They wasn't finna leave him. This was still our king. He's anointed. That looked bad. You don't leave nothing like that. And so David is telling them, man, thanks for looking out for your Lord. You call your king your Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a woman to call her husband, her Lord. Like it was just a authority type thing, right? And so David is thanking them, like, man, thanks for not leaving, Saul out there bogus like that. But what happened was a little goofy Amalekite. Now, mind you, if y'all go back and read just the first chapter of this same book, 2 Samuel, I know I narrate real funny, but you got to ghettoize it because these is our ancestors. This is us, right? And so what happened was a little goofy Amalekite or Edomite, mind you, David just got through whooping on Edom. And as a matter of fact, to get technical, some of the ones he didn't slaughter, it's called the slaughter of the Amalekites. And some of the ones he didn't slaughter, he actually brought into slavery. You know what I'm saying? See, people don't pay attention to this stuff. That even was a pre-shadow of the younger servant, all that type of stuff. It's like a pre-shadow, right? Of what, things that will happen in the future. And so he slaughtered the Edomites and brought some of them into captivity. Now, when he come back, he get the story that Saul and his best friend, which is Saul's son, Jonathan, and you know how tight they were. You got goofy comedics trying to say they had some type of folly going on. And then you read the scriptures, no, they were just best friends, man. And so this goofy Amalekite comes up and tells David, hey man, you know, blah, blah, blah. Saul is dead. Jonathan is dead. You know, all them dead. So David, I'm trying to just breeze through it, y'all, and go back and read it because I want to just get to this little point and then I got to get off. I got at least 5-6 minutes. And yeah, the Amalekite telling them, you know, Jonathan dead, Saul dead, and all that. So, you know, David went through a thing. He ripped his clothes. That's something Israel used to do, like when we would mourn or when we would repent. You know, like we was real emotional. It's kind of like how a cat now punch a wall or something. You even got sisters that start plucking their hair. Like I've seen that. It's like a black thing. But that's that spirit that Israel had when we was for real about something, right? Y'all don't want to slap you, so I'm going to go and rip my garments. You know what I'm saying? And so him and his guys start ripping their clothes and, you know, crying or whatever. So they like fast or pray to either one to the evening. And David's sitting there thinking about it because this little Amalekite dude and told him, trying to win brownie points, that I killed Saul. He said he killed Saul, right? Now, you know he's trying to win brownie points. Now, Saul, at the time to think about it, you know, like, what shorty is? Hey, yeah, you come here. You know, so you killed Saul, huh? Yeah. You know, who told you to, you know, touch the Lord's anointed? So he had him slayed and killed him right then and there. Like, you don't touch none of mine. Not to mention, he just fighting a war with the Edomites, and Amalekite gonna come up talking about he just killed one of the Israelites. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, dude, you tripping, man. We can get into it, but you ain't finna come over here and do nothing. Plus, you touching the Lord's anointing. Like, that ain't your place. You know what I'm saying? David didn't kill him when, you know, when he had the chance, for one thing, because he honored the Lord's anointing. You know, also he looked at him like a daddy too. So that's where we at right now. So let me get back to where I was at. So that's 2 Samuel chapter 2. It says, and I think I was at, okay, yeah, verse 5. And David sent messengers unto the men of Jeshbeth Gilead, and said unto them, blessed be ye of the Lord, that ye have showed this kindness unto your Lord, even unto Saul, and have buried him. And now the Lord show kindness and truth unto you. And I also will requite you this kindness, because ye have done this thing. It say, therefore now let your hands be strengthened, and be ye valiant, for your master Saul is dead. And also the house of Judah have anointed me king over them. So he letting it be known to him, right? But Abner, the son of Ner, captain of Saul's host, took Ishbosheth. Now, mind you, it's after David had been anointed king of Judah. David just over Judah. Who's the king over all of the 11 other tribes? Being that Saul dead, now the throne empty, most of his sons is dead. So his predecessor, it fell to next in line, his predecessor, which was Ishbosheth. So the throne wouldn't sit empty. So here we go. But Abner, son of Ner, captain of Saul of hosts, took Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, and brought him over to Mahanaim, and made him king over Gilead, and over the Asherites, tribe of Asher, and over Jezreel, and over Ephraim, and over Benjamin, and all of Israel. So you see here, just by the technicality, by, you know, on a national standpoint, Ishbosheth was the predecessor of Saul, and he was the king of Israel. David was just the king of Judah. He hadn't got the kingdom yet. That's a process that's going to happen. But I'm going to keep reading, and then I want y'all to keep reading for yourself. It's a real, like, man, if they made a movie out of this and they really had them looking like they look like Negroes, this would be a great movie, especially if it had them effects like in 300 and all that, because you know David was a monster too with the sword. So it says, verse 10, Ishbosheth, Saul's son, was 40 years old when he began to reign over Israel, and reigned 2 years, but the house of Judah followed David And the time that David was king of Hebron over the house of Judah was 7 and 6 months, or 7.5 years. So y'all get it? So when Ishbosheth took over, you see what I'm saying? David was king of Judah. And they had that little thing going on for like 2.5 years, right? Until Ishbosheth got killed. Now, I don't have the time, but if y'all keep reading, it really get tripped out, because what wound up happening is, my memory serves correctly, 2 Benjamites killed Ishbosheth. Oh, these stories is off the chain, but you're going to see how honorable David is, right? So I think you continue in this chapter or the next chapter. So when y'all get home, read it, but let me try to give y'all a rough draft of what happens next. So what you're going to see is, like I say, Ishbosheth ruled for 2 years, as far as on the throne of the northern kingdom, which back then wouldn't have been on northern kingdom. That'd have been really the whole house of Israel. All David had was Judah. And he winded up 2 Benjamites trying to, I forgot exactly why they did it. I think it was just to start showing loyalty to David. Matter of fact, they had some type of beef with one of the captains and generals that was under Ishbosheth, right? And so, Ishbosheth was a Benjamite because King Saul was a Benjamite. Y'all know the first king of Israel was Benjamin, not Judah. And so they went and crept in his palace and killed him in his sleep. They killed him in his sleep in the bed, right? They killed this man in his sleep in the bed. And they tried to do the same thing the Amalekite did, even though he ain't killed nothing. He just got himself killed for lying, right? But they tried to get brownie points with King David, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we killed Ishbosheth. And he found out, how they killed him. He like, man, y'all killed the righteous man in his sleep? Like, that was a coward move. Mind you, this is still a king of Israel. And y'all killed, and he called him righteous. So that's another little learning something on the way to learning something. Because I used to think damn near all the kings of Israel, of Ephraim, the northern kingdom, as they call it, I used to think all of them was wicked. But, but this show all them wasn't. Because out the mouth of David, he called Ishbosheth righteous. So when these cats came back from killing this man in his sleep, David had something done to him. I think he had him hung up over the city. I don't know, gutted him naked. He did something and strung him up so people could see it. Like, you don't do stuff like that. This dude, David, is walking honor, man. Like, real talk. It's just messed up how he, went out with the whole honorable Uriah. But shoot, they say like people just want to stick on that, But that dude is promised the throne in Israel. So God ain't sticking on it. He gave him his whooping for that. His family felt it. So let me read these comments before I get off. And like I say, pretty soon when I get on, I'm going to go back in depth and start breaking down the book, like I normally do, line upon line, precept upon precept. But I just had to put that out there because when I made that statement to the brother that I knew he didn't know who the second king of Israel was, and he didn't. Matter of fact, his whole camp still ain't found out. Because for some reason, that ain't something you really could just Google. I bet that's what they was doing because he got caught Googling during the debate when I asked. Oh, that was embarrassing. So he got mad and had to cuss me out, say that's why the Lord put me in a chair and all type of crazy stuff. Y'all know I ain't heard about that because y'all know only goofies, soft cats only say stuff like that. Like he never said that in my face. But I forgave him anyway. More blessings to the brother. And so let me see, my battery was getting and if I see, okay. Yeah, and okay, there you go. Yeah, so let me see this real quick. What else? Come on, man. Don't start this. I got a shortage of my charger. It is irritating. Let me see who are. That's really irritating. Let's see. Man, I love you, sister. Talk truth, Shawnee. I hope you be good, sweetheart. Let me see. He sure was aggressive. Yeah, he definitely was aggressive. What up, y'all, for beloved? Shalom, sus. O-Dot, my mans. Yeah, man, young Elihu, y'all. He had a spirit on him. All right, it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't a y'all, but you know, pray for the brother. Rather he think he ain't our brother or not. He that dude's a Jake. You could look straight at him and tell. Let me see. Let me see. And then one more thing I got to clear up. People, not a lot of people, but a couple of them over there, I think they were just so hurt. Like they got cats wanting to dialogue with me. They keep calling me Negro only. When they don't, where did y'all see me debating that Latinos wasn't Israelite? I didn't. It just kind of, you know, they was trying to bring it that route. The debate was Negroes, Canaanite. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story, which I'm saving for our you know, second part of the docu-series trilogy of truth that I know y'all been waiting on for then in 2 years. But we getting it together, y'all. We trying to really focus on trying to get this Walls Jericho Center open down here in the city, in the hood. Jonathan and David are perfect examples of pure brotherly love to one another. We are to love one another like that out of our pure heart. You absolutely right, Shawnee. You wish you seen more of it, the way brothers killing each other up, man. It really don't make no sense. Yeah, it'd be a good movie. Shalom, Hebrew. Jesus is king. Wake up, Israel. That's right. Yeah, so man, with that being said, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I know people about to get ready for class and all that. I'm about to see what I'm going to wind up doing because I might have to cancel everything and just, you know, lay back today. Probably just do something tomorrow or something because, you know, everything not coming together. So with that, I say Shabbat Shalom, grace and peace. You know, all praise to the Most High. In the name of his son, our high priest, Jesus Christ the Mashiach. Peace.